Welcome to the School Night for Scouting Coordinator Trainer video. What we're going to do over the next 8 minutes is share and show the presentation that occurs for new families once they've arrived at their School Night for Scouting. Previous to this, the parents should have been greeted at the door. They would have received a welcome packet, which can contain a Boys Life magazine, parent orientation guidebook, fall Cub Camp flyer, and a training flyer. They also would have received one of the colored postcards, filled that out, and these would have been collected by an organizer or a coordinator so that before the presentation starts you can visually understand, are you speaking to an audience of Tiger parents or are you speaking to a mixed audience across the room? Good evening, everybody. I'd like to welcome you to our 2015 School Night for Scouting. We're here at Lakeshore Elementary this evening. There for the sign-up night for Cub Scout Pack 238. My name is Joe Carlson. I'm active in this scouting area as a scout volunteer, and also I'm happy to be here as a school night coordinator this evening. I'd like to introduce a few of the other folks that are here tonight. Jim Johnson is the Pack 238 Cub Master. We're also joined by Michelle Stevens, who is the Pack Treasurer, and they're both going to be helping me out tonight. You also see another individual in a scout uniform. He is Bill Smith. He's also from the district, and he's going to be helping us out by organizing one of our Tiger Dens here this evening. So you're here tonight to learn about the Cub Scout program. It's our goal to answer whatever questions you have, go through a little bit of paperwork, ensure that your boys are excited about the Cub Scout program, share some of the key items coming up. If at any point you have questions, just kind of note those and we'll take care of those at the end of the presentation. I do want to share that this year's School Night for Scouting campaign is proudly sponsored by Gordy's Market. They've helped us out with a lot of the resources that we have tonight and are ensuring that we're able to share information about the Cub Scout program with all of you families here this evening. What is Cub Scouting? Cub Scouting is a program for boys and families that are in grades 1 through 5. It's a program that's very active here in the Chippewa Valley. Any place where you see a school, there's going to be a Cub Scout program that's affiliated with that. And those other schools are all having their sign-up nights this month as well. The Cub Scout program focuses on 5 different areas: character development, participatory citizenship, personal fitness, outdoor skills and awareness, as well as leadership and life skills. All the activities and lessons and things that we do over the course of the year are all promoting the learning of these in your young person. What is it that we as parents want about Cub Scouting, and what is it that the boys want? Well, it's an easy one for the boys. They want to have fun, and you're going to see a lot of that over the Cub Scout year. As parents, we want quality family time. One of the great things about the Cub Scout program is that you can participate in that program alongside your son rather than being in a bleacher watching him. You're able to do the program with him, and while he's young now, there's only a few short years till he moves on. We want a program that helps our youth develop. You're going to see the boys learn to work together, chance to grow in their self-confidence, also a way for boys to meet other people. Finally, a way for them to learn to get along, a way to meet peers from their school or different classes, things like that, and grow and develop that way as well. The Cub Scout program is designed to be year-round. A couple of those different components include den meetings. Those are meetings that occur with boys from his grade. So all the first grade boys will be doing den meetings together, all the second grade boys, and so on. Several of those take place each month, 2 to 3. There's also going to be a pack meeting. That's where the entire pack comes together. So all the families that are in 1st through 5th grade, there where we recognize the boys for their accomplishments, do a variety of special events, other functions like that. One of the highlights of the year is going to summer camp at Cub World. We have a great resource at Ellie Phillips Scout Reservation up near Hagen, Wisconsin. Do a lot of large-scale Cub Scout activities over the course of the year as well. So times where we gather with other packs and other Cub Scouts to participate in functions that way. And then finally, things that our pack does locally. These include service projects, field trips, guest speakers, and so on. The Cub Scout program is advancement-based, so each of the boys in their den are going to work on a variety of skills over the course of the year. These are age-appropriate, so boys have learned these based on what their ability is. It might be life skills or outdoor type things, but most of all, the boys are having fun and learning as they go. At the end of the cycle, the boys will actually earn a badge that they receive and wear on their shirt. Through this process, we're teaching the boys that when they work towards a goal, they receive something at the end and a sense of accomplishment with that there. Our Cub Scout pack is organized and led by volunteers, a few of which are here tonight. I want everybody to be aware that that's how the Cub Scout program is operated. It's by a volunteer staff that helps make sure that our programs work. There will be more opportunities to learn about how it is that you can plug in as a parent volunteer and help make the pack go. How's the Cub Scout program paid for? Well, there's a couple different levels to that. One piece that we're going to do this evening is the registration procedure. With that, all families are formally enrolled in the Cub Scout program and they're covered with insurance over the course of their year as well. The fee on that is actually $36. The popcorn sale takes place this month also. That popcorn sale is, you're going to learn about that in an upcoming meeting. That's the way that our PAC raises the funds that the PAC needs in order to be active over the course of the year. It's a way for Cub Scouts to also earn some funds towards maybe their uniform or going to camp in the summer or participating in other activities. Sometimes there's PAC dues or small fees to help us pay for other activities over the course of the year. And then finally, the overall Cub Scout program in this area is funded through a program called Friends of Scouting. That takes place every January. It's a chance for families to help support the Scout program directly by making a contribution there. One great thing about the Cub Scout program is we have a variety of trainings and opportunities for all of our volunteers to learn about what their role is in the Cub Scout program and how they can most effectively resource it. One thing that I want to make sure everybody's aware of is that there's a youth protection training that we ask all parents to complete. That teaches us about what it is that a safe program for young people looks like and ensures that we're all on the same page about what that is there. You received a flyer tonight for Cub Scout position training. Over the course of the fall, there's going to be 20 different trainings that are occurring where you can go and be trained about how to be a den leader or how to be a supportive parent committee member, things like that. I encourage you all to take advantage of that. There's no cost. We just ask that you pre-register. Those trainings are also available online, and the link for that is in the yellow book that you received in your welcome packet. So we've covered a variety of different things here. I just want to kind of recap some of them. What are the commitments for us to be part of the Cub Scout program? First of all, that time commitment is going to be 2 to 4 meetings or outings over the course of each month. One important thing to note is that we do ask that parents or an adult attend Cub Scout functions with the child. It can be a different adult from your family over the course of the year, but mom, dad, grandparents, some sort of adult that's important in your son's life should be there when we're doing Cub Scouting outings. That just helps make the entire program work a little bit better and makes it easier for us as volunteers to focus on having fun with the boys rather than trying to keep them all moving the same direction. And that cost commitment is going to be $36 for the registration fee to join. And then you may be wondering about the Cub Scout uniform. If you do one of those new, that's about $50. But the nice thing on that is there's a lot of those floating around used if you look for them. And it's not something that we ask anybody to have right away for the first meeting. You can kind of ease into that if you'd like. I'd like to turn it over to Jim here for a minute or two. Jim's just going to share a few of the highlights about this PAC, talk about meeting locations, things like that. At this time, the presenter would come back on and wrap it up by talking about Fall Cub Camp as well as the registration piece. Fall Cub Camp is one of the great highlights of the year. I had a chance to talk to some of the boys at their school earlier this week about that. At the end of September 26th, we invite everybody to come up to Cub World at Camp Phillips and join us there for a full day of fun. From 9 to 3, we do a variety of activities: BB guns, archery, climbing wall, hiking, have lunch with us, do some campfire snacks, a whole bunch of games. Open program that day, so stop out whenever you can between 9 and 3. Usually takes about 2 hours to work through the day. No cost for new Cub Scouts, $8 for parents and siblings, and we encourage you to bring the whole family that day as well too. Final piece that we're going to complete tonight is the youth registration page. Jim and Michelle and Bill, they're going to distribute that to the tables in just a moment here. But what we're going to do there is collect information from each family that allows us to be able to contact you, get your son registered as a Cub Scout. If you're interested in that Boys Life magazine, which you had a sample of, that's a monthly magazine about Cub Scouting. A lot of fun for Cub Scout age boys. It's optional. If you choose to try that out, that's going to be $5 for the first 5 months, at which point you can renew. If you're interested in that, just make sure that you check that on your application, and then your fee would be $41 instead of $36. So Bill and Michelle and Tim, they're going to distribute the items here, or the registration paperwork to each table. They'll show you the areas that we need filled out: name, address, phone number, date of birth, things like that. And then we'll answer any questions at the individual tables. Once you have that paperwork filled out, we'll stop up here with Michelle and you can give her your check, and we'll make sure that all the boys get a Pinewood Derby car. So on that note, I want to thank everybody for being here in attendance tonight. Welcome you to the adventure of Cub Scouting, and look forward to seeing you at many future Cub Scout events as well.